Hello, Grandma DC here. Do you all want to hear a story of a freaking miracle? I have to tell you, it was the strangest day and the strangest morning of my life, practically. I had no sooner uploaded my last video, and I know hardly anybody watches them, so I'm kind of like, there it is. Anyone who kind of wants to see what's going on with the old woman, And I, did my morning routine, got a cup of coffee, lazed around the house, watched a few YouTube videos, and caught up with some of my friends that I consider friends on YouTube, just like I consider you friends, and I hope some of you out there consider me your friend. Catch up. I'm YouTube family with other YouTubers, just like your YouTube family with me, and I hope. And so I finally thought, I'm going to send Jennifer a message and ask her if she could come help me with the quail. I've got to do something. We've got to get him out of that nasty cage. So I turned my phone on because my phone locked up. I had to reboot. My phone's a mess. It's got no memory left, blah, blah. So I was like, okay. Turned the phone on, and there was a message from Jennifer. And it said, I am bringing one of your chickens back. She's having trouble laying an egg. I think she's egg bound. I think she's egg bound. And she's pretty old. And when that happens, they don't usually make it. So she's bringing her back. And she said, I'm bringing your big, tall quail cage. And I told you she'd bring it back. And I thought, oh, man, great. So I messaged really fast. I said, oh, when you come back, would you take it around back? Help, get the quail out of the cat cage, and I need to clean out the cat cage and put them in the bigger quail cage, and I'm going to figure out something to stop their feet from getting cut up in that cage. I have that plastic wire that I bought the other day, so I thought, okay. So I just messaged her, please, take it around back, help me put the quail in and clean it, and so that was it, I sent the message, and I thought, oh, I'll clean up the house a little bit, best I can. And I finally got the feed and other stuff out here. I've got some eggs I'm going to have to toss and throw, and I'll just feed them back to the chickens. They love their own eggs. Dogs like them. Everybody likes them. And I thought I'll, get my day going about 11:30 noon. That's about the soonest I can get moving. I came out the back door, and you're not going to believe what I found. There, sitting at my back door I hadn't sent that message 15-20 minutes earlier, I don't think, and there was my quail cage, my big tall one. All the quails are in it, and the cat cage was cleaned out. Now tell me, when did that girl do that? I've been here for 2 days and haven't left the house. So I messaged her, and I'm like, you are psychic. That girl knows what needs to be done before it needs to be done. I'm telling you. Somehow she snuck here. My front door was locked. The dogs didn't bark. She snuck into my backyard. She did all that work and put that other chicken back. I never even knew she was here. Oh my gosh, kind of scary actually. Yeah. Normally my dogs would bark and take on, but then they do know Jennifer. So I don't know. But okay, so for now, the quails are in a better place. And I'm going to work with trying to fix that cage so that it doesn't cut up their feet. But we're still going to try to build another quail cage out of the other wire and stuff that I bought, the cheap stuff. Because if we're going to hatch some to raise for eating, they're going to need a place to go. So, this is just awesome. Thank you, Jennifer, and thank you guys for all your generous donations and things to help around here. Yeah, I'm going to go feed the others and get this day started. I got a lot of work to do. We got to start building quail cages and things. Okay, welcome to night vision. I had to take that plastic fencing that I used to put in the bottom of the quail cage to stop their feet. This one Jennifer brought back, remember? And we've had to cover them, hi babies, and bring them up onto the back porch because something has been getting into them at night, pulling their feathers out, trying to eat the eggs, And so I, in my little light here, have put the trap out. And we'll see in the morning, hopefully with that wire all the way around. Stupid chair. With the wire all the way around the bottom and the top covered up, and I've kind of got it tied down. Hopefully he won't be able to get to the quail tonight or their feed. And we'll see in the morning. Well guys, I don't know what to tell you. I brought the quail up here. I made this fortress around them. I set a trap for that stinking raccoon and still lost one of my quail last night. I put this plastic wire all the way around the cage. I had the tarp on it, and that's all that's left of one of my quail, just a little chunk in there, and we're down to 11. Hi guys, glad you all escaped. And insult to injury, the bologna is gone and the trap has been sprung and there's nothing in it. You know what this means? This means war. Oh yeah, it's on. So I wish I could get that cage inside my house now. I think it's the only way I'm going to save these guys until we can get a better quail cage built. More like a quail fortress. It's just going to take a lot of wire and a lot of something, I don't know. Electricity, me sleeping outside with a gun, something. It's on like Donkey Kong, guys. Alright, well I'm off to get to work to try to build a better raccoon trap. I don't know how well it come across how hard I tried. I mean, this is wrapped around 1.5 times. I had rope with the tarp. I had the tarp completely over the top and tied down. And the raccoon, I'm assuming a raccoon, climbed up here, bent this over. It had this feed tray knocked off, and it had pulled out one of the quail through those wires. And yes, they can reach in there and get a hold of them with 2 little hands and pull them piece by piece through those wires. Raccoons can do amazing destruction with those hands. So I've got the tarp half on for shade because it's hot out here, and I'm trying to figure out what to do next. I don't know. Thank you for your $2 donations. I said if we could get just a few people to send $2, we could afford to buy maybe better wire. I'm going to go ahead and get the shelving that's inexpensive and to try to make quail cage out of, but even it's going to have a box around it with a gate. Heavens, I don't know what we're going to do. This quail cage that I had bought a long time ago, Jennifer brought back, and I modified it by using that plastic wire, because otherwise they get bumblefoot. The wires in those cages hurt their feet. And it seems so far to be working. Nobody has bumblefoot yet. So I'm glad about that. It seems to cushion their feet better. So I think that worked. So we'll be able to use these old quail cages, but we're going to have to, they're going to have to be in the house or something. I don't know. Of course, they're so messy. I hate to have them in the house. All right, guys. Well, that's what's going on. Good morning. Oh, yeah. Quiet. Shush, shush. So the solution came to me about my quail getting killed last night. We're a little excited. Maggie, stop. Stop. I can't film with you doing that. Stop it. So here is our little quail eater. He's young. He's one of the babies. Still hanging around here. Oh, get in on it. You just now heard it because she's deaf and blind. Well, we're going to film later as soon as everybody calms down. We'll be rehoming this little guy. Gracious. You have caused so much trouble and ate so many of my birds and quail. But as you can see in my house, the quail are fine because I brought them inside last night. They were on top of my freezer. Yeah, you all got to come inside last night, yes. Okay, all the excitement is over, mostly. And this little fella is going to get set free, hopefully in a better location where you can't eat chickens, huh? Okay. We had a lot of excitement with Scud. He was climbing the fence to get over here. I've got him locked in the house. And Mom showed up, so we're taking her car and we're going to take little old Larry the chicken eater here. Say, we're going to take you to the woods. Yes, we are. Hopefully where there's water and stuff. Maybe we should name him Quincy the Quail Eater.
Yeah.
That might be a good name.
That's a good name.
Although he ate some chicken too. Alright, buddy. Here we go. Oh, I have found a lovely little creek with water to turn little Quincy the Quail Eater loose at. Come on, Quincy. I don't think I'm going to be able to do this and film at the same time. I'll have to set the camera down. Come on, fella. You're going to go free in a beautiful area. I'll set the camera here, but I honestly don't think it's going to film me. Went straight down.
Did he get out?
Yep. Went straight down there to the water. Well, that's good. The quail are still in the house. Yep, I think we have another raccoon outside. So, be safe. See right here? That's Sally. Hello, sweetheart. She's the only one that's not afraid of me. She always comes up to look. See, and I think she's one of the raccoons ripped some of the feathers out of her back. That's how we can tell her. Bless her little heart. She's so sweet. Why, yes. Thank you for crowing. Isn't that the cutest little sound? So the night before, this was off on the ground. And it seems like last night it tore the thing off because I had it covered up over the top of it and tied down. It couldn't get to the food I put in there, but it refuses to go in the opening. It didn't set the cage off. How are we going to catch him? War's on, Maggie. The war is on. Say goodnight, Betsy. Oh, good night. I think it's going to rain, guys. All right, Scud, you don't need to push her in the house. She'll come in on her own. Come on, buddy. Let's go. Inside.